Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is my second video on the channel, and I want to get in the routine of doing at least 2 videos a week. That's what I want to commit to. But I do have a lot of things going on. But nonetheless, let's get to it. This channel, as I mentioned in my last video, it's going to be dedicated to, at least for now, to my journey as a truck driver and just taking you guys along with me, so that way you guys can see, the trucking industry, at least from my perspective and what I'm seeing. And at the same time, gives me something to do. Not that I don't already have a billion things that I'm already doing. So maintaining this at the same time, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm excited for it. I think it's going to make the trucking experience a little bit more exciting as well, because it's going to allow me to capture this moment, because this is not something that I'm going to be doing forever, but rather a stepping stone. It's a great industry in my opinion. It's tough, it's hard, not easy for sure, but I enjoy it. I like it. Anyways, this is the new 2023 Freightliner Cascadia. I wish I would have done a little bit more videos earlier on, but nonetheless, it's still pretty new. We got it with 23 miles on it, and now we're at, I believe, at 6,000 miles, and we've had it just right about a week. Today is Friday, so we got it last Wednesday, so just a little over a week now since we've had this vehicle, putting some miles on it. Like I said, I work for Covenant Transport, as you can see, but I work for their Wildcat division, which pulls SD's trailers, double trailers for SD's, singles. I would say most of the time, probably a good 60% of the time, we're pulling doubles, and then the other times we're pulling singles, because SD's also has single trailers. So we're back and forth with doubles and 53-foot trailers. Right now, I just backed into this. It was already pre-hooked up. Most of the time on the SD's account, these things are already pre-hooked up for us, so we don't have to hook up the trailers. Now, you do need to know how to hook them up in the event that nobody's here, which happens. I would say probably 20% of the time we have to hook up our own trailers. I guess the company has a contract with SD's where we do not hook up the trailers, but we are capable of hooking them up if we need to, which to me, I like it. It benefits me because less shit I have to do. I can't complain. But right now, these trailers are hooked up. I was just doing my walk around and doing my pre-trip inspection. I just hooked up to the trailer. As you can see, the lights going off. I have my test lights going on right now as I'm doing my pre-trip. This is one of the things that I like to do. The very first thing that I like to do is, hook up to the trailer, hook up my airlines, and once I got my airlines and my electrical cord lined up, I'll go back into the truck and I turn on the test light as well as the trailer air supply line. And the reason being is, as I'm walking around doing my pre-trip inspection before I leave the lot, I'm listening for any air leaks that are coming through any of the airlines. God forbid you don't have air, right? Now you don't have brakes and all that other fun stuff. You're literally a ticking time bomb on the road. And I want to make sure that all my lights are working. So the test light pretty much turns on every single light that the vehicle has, whether it's your utility light right here, your brake lights down here, and all the turn signal lights and pretty much every light equipped with the vehicle. So as I'm walking around, I'm looking at that. Right now I was just kind of doing like a quick walk around on my trailer, and this is why this is so important. This trailer looked good to me. I came here. Now, although they hook all this stuff up for us, one thing that I'll tell you is, don't trust anybody, because at the end of the day, even though they hook these things up for us, it is my responsibility. If I'm driving this thing in the middle of the road and something happens, and it's because some, one of the yard dogs over here didn't set it up properly, guess what? It's my fault. It is my fault. So I can't just be like, well, they hooked it up, so you can blame them. Nope. It's my truck, my freight that I'm carrying. So it is my problem. So with that being said, I always come and make sure everything is hooked up properly. I come on here, I toggle on the, again, the airlines, the electrical cord, make sure that it's hooked up properly, make sure that it's pushed in all the way to where this this lip right here, as you can, I don't know if you can see that lip right there is right behind that, so that way it keeps it in place and it doesn't come out. I check my airlines, make sure they're secure. I check both sides, make sure they're secure on there. And then again, at the same time, I'm listening for leaks. Sometimes if you have leaks, you'll hear, if these are not pushed in all the way, sometimes these guys are just trying to move this thing around, so they don't push it down all the way, or they don't secure it properly, or maybe the rubber seal right there sometimes is broken, so if the air is not sealed properly, you'll hear some air coming out from there. So I do inspect that as well, just making sure that everything is in properly, make sure my chains are hooked in properly. And then while I'm here, I'm inspecting my light. So you want to make sure that your license plate light is working. I want to make sure all my lights are working, my brake lights, my turn signals, my clearance lights, everything needs to be functioning. Now I am carrying a hazmat load, and this is the second time I'm seeing that they have the placards up for me already, which is awesome. Again, the least amount of work I have to do, the better for me. I can't complain, but it is my responsibility to inspect what you expect, right? So the placards are up, and there are the right placards. I verified that. Now, one thing that I did catch here, which I'm about to go back and go speak to them because I can't move without making sure this is correct, is this trailer right here, the rear trailer, the door latch was open like this. As you see it right here, I just did that. I just latched it up right now, but the door latch was not latched at all, which is problematic. And number two, there is no seal, right? So I have a seal number on the paperwork that I have right here for this load for both the trailers. So here, I left my flashlight here when I was coming here and inspecting everything. I had my there's a seal for all the loads that we run. So that looks like a seal right there. I don't know if it was a seal for this, but typically that's what the seals look like. And they pretty much tell whether you open the trailer or not when you're taking it from point A to point B. And the seal needs to be there, right? So you cannot not have the seal there, because then now it's problematic, right? It brings issues to us, and it's gonna make it look like I'm the issue, and I'm not the issue. So again, the importance of checking your freight before you start moving around is you want to catch all these things right here while I'm at their lot, because now I can just walk right back in there and be like, hey, this is what's going on. So the seal's missing. We're gonna need to go check that. And then finally, I'm gonna lock all these, throw a lock pad on there. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a slight, tiny bit air leak coming from there. And look at that. I pushed down on it to just secure it tight a little bit more, and boom, that little tiny air leak that was coming through there has stopped. I don't hear it anymore. At least I'm listening for it, and I don't hear it anymore. But this is what you want to do, right? Just making sure all your stuff is good. But anyways, I thought this was a great moment to just kind of capture this, and an opportunity to go ahead and upload the second video on this channel. I do want to keep this consistent for you guys as I'm going through this journey. Some of the things I'm going to be sharing here is my experience with Covenant Transport. I've been with them so far for 6 months. This is my 6th month with Covenant. Prior to them, I did not work for any other company. As far as truck driving, they are the first company that I'm working for. And I joined their Estes division because that's the division that made the most sense for me. And I will share my opinions on exactly why I believe this account is the better account or the best account to be in when you're with Covenant, other than their AAT account. This account is the best account in my opinion, but we'll go over that in another video. But nonetheless, follow me on this journey. I think I do believe that I have some value to bring to you. There are a bunch of YouTube channels for trucking, and I believe these channels are pretty good, but sometimes I feel like people weigh in their reviews. I mean, it is their reviews, but it's not really an honest review, especially in this trucking industry. I mean, so many people get treated like ass. So there's a lot of emotion involved when they're giving these reviews. And I want to be able to give you my review without, my personal emotion being attached to that company or that carrier. You know, just everything based on facts rather than opinions, right? So follow me along through this journey. I appreciate you for your time. I think it's going to be exciting. I'm going to be sharing pay with Covenant, what the pay is for me, what the pay is when you start with the company. Instead of just, again, me just telling you I make this much, I'm going to show you black and white my paychecks. I'm just going to black out, obviously, my personal information, but I actually want to show you actual numbers, right? And then we're going to be experiencing this truck together. I'm glad they gave me a new truck. Oh, by the way, I'm a team driver, so my co-driver's in there sleeping right now. I'm going to be going over with you guys this truck and the experience I have with it so far. This is the third truck that we have so far, and I'll tell you that story on why this is the third truck. But it is awesome that we got a brand new 2023 for you and I to experience the journey together with as we continue to break some more miles into this, and we review it and see how the truck is doing. That's it for now. Appreciate you for joining me on my channel. Appreciate you for joining me on my channel. This is Abdi Muhammad. I don't have any cool outros and intros yet, but as we build this channel, we're going to be able to build exactly that. Bye for now.